Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and I've got some new blades to show you today. First, I'm going to start off smallest to biggest. So this first one is one that was recommended a long time ago, and I did get this a while ago. I just never made a video just for it, but it's the Bradley Kimura 5, and it's a butterfly knife, and it is pretty sweet. I'm going to show you real quick. Very nice knife, and locks in place down there at the bottom. And it's really a solid feel once it's locked in place. And this did not come off Amazon. I forget the actual company that I bought it from, but I'll put a link in the description if you were interested in checking one out. And I'm not going to do too many tricks with it. That's basically all I do is flip it open like that, flip it closed. No crazy butterfly knife tricks, and it's not sharp on the back, so when you do flip a butterfly knife around like that, if you do, some people just say just close it like that, don't get crazy, because if you did that on this side, that blade is going to smack against your finger and you will get cut. So just quickly wanted to show that one, but on to the big boys. I ordered a new weapon for the zombie apocalypse. Just when all my ammo is spent on all the incoming zombies, I'm going to need a backup weapon. This could be a primary weapon as well. And it is a katana. And I didn't get no cheap Walmart katana. I don't even know if Walmart sells katanas. But this isn't one that you buy like off the Home Shopping Network or anything. A lot of the ones that they sell that you see, you'll find for like 20, 30 bucks, eBay or stuff like that. They're made of stainless steel, which is a great steel for like silverware and stuff. But when you make a long blade, stainless steel is too rigid, and swords like that will just snap. They'll break if you're actually using them to chop a zombie's head off. So these are some real deal. They come from China, I believe, but they are handmade and made out of, I think it's the 9260 silicone spring steel is what they call it. And it's a carbon steel. This is just like a little stand. It's a display case, I guess. Put this together real quick, if I can. Goes like that. Like that. So, very nicely designed boxes. Pretty cool. And these aren't like outrageously priced. There are some katana swords. I did a lot of katana sword research, maybe a little too much katana sword research before I bought these. And these came highly recommended in like the under $300 price range. Some katanas made by like master blacksmiths, they're selling like just the blade for $30,000, $50,000, which is just insane. And I will never pay that much for a sword. I will never have enough money to be able to spend $50,000 on a sword. This is nice. So this is first the Tanto, which is a knife. Let me pick it out, and it's made out of the same kind of steel. Very nice. Oh, that's in there good. That's a nice looking blade. That's just the sidearm. It looks like it's greased up pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it greased. Because it's mostly going to be stored in there. And let's see if there's something. Let's test the sharpness. Oh my God, it cuts paper. It cuts paper! It feels really sharp, and it goes down to a really sharp point at the end. If you look at the handle, it's wrapped, and it's pretty cool. Just looking over it with brass, and it's the full tang, so the metal from the sword goes all the way down into the handle. And a lot of the cheap swords that you buy, like off eBay for example, will just be like metal attached with like a screw at the end to some sort of cheap handle, and that could be a point where it breaks off. And this here is made out of bamboo. There's a technical name for it, which is escaping me. So put that there. And now for the big boy. I just got out of a hot shower, so I'm sweating a little bit. Here's the big boy. Oh! And it is wrapped the same way. And these swords, there's a sword review site, I'm forgetting the name of it now, but they test like a lot of swords that were in the sub $300 range, and this was one of their highest rated swords for strength and just being able to stand up to abuse. And I may end up abusing it someday very soon. Very nice. That's cool. So, very cool. And this one has, they call it a fuller, which is like the ridge that goes all the way down the side of the blade on both sides. And that serves two purposes. The main purpose is it makes the blade lighter. I think it's 5 ounces lighter. This thing's 2 pounds, 5 ounces, I believe. And it's also could serve as like a blood drain if you actually stab someone with this thing. I guess I talked about this in one of my previous videos, but like if you stab someone, which I never have, and I hope that I never have to. I'm looking at you, buddy. Like the body cavity would create a vacuum on the sword, and it could get stuck in there when you try to pull it out. It's like, and so if there's a ridge on it, it gives a way for the air to get into your body cavity so that there's no vacuum, and then the sword comes out. So if I'm stabbing a bunch of zombies in the head, it could come in useful. And it makes it lighter so that you could swing it. And you could literally take a zombie's head off with one of these things, or cut a zombie completely in half. And I saw some videos of people just like cutting crazy things, like cutting into pipes and cutting down like a full 4-inch wide piece of bamboo, just cutting it right in half with one swipe. And let me see if I can feel the blade here. Feels sharp. This thing's all greased up too. And I don't really have anything to swing around and chop. So it's not as sharp as I imagined it would be, but I imagine when you're swinging this thing, it's tearing. But this is a pretty awesome weapon. I'll have this strapped at my side. Ninja shrapnel. Ah, zombie! And it is like heat tempered, so the sword will most likely never break. People were chopping some crazy things with this, like splitting logs with this sword. It was not breaking. They also stuck it into a log and just bent the sword, which I could never do with just my hands, but it does give just when I do that, just a little, I could feel it give. So spring steel means it's going to give a little, and you can bend it, and it's going to return to its normal shape, and it's not brittle like stainless steel would be, that it would just snap if you tried to bend it like that. Which you really shouldn't be bending a sword like that, but I guess it just shows that it's durable. So I'll put links to the website. It was made by Cheness, and I'm not promoted by these guys. I've paid full price for it. I have no affiliation with them. I just wanted to show you my cool sword, and it says, "Swords are not toys. Improper handling or use may result in serious," and that was one word, "in serious injuries or death. Keep out of reach of children at all time." Yes, this is not a toy, children. So this is grown man stuff that I'm going to go out in the backyard and swing around like a grown man. But it's pretty cool. But most likely it's just going to sit above my fireplace, displayed like that, just so if any zombies come in, they're going to be like, "Oh, he's got a sword like that chick on The Walking Dead." But I think it's pretty cool. So let me know what you thought of my new swords, and you can go check them out on the website, see what you think. And my new butterfly knife, which is also called a balisong, I believe. Here it is, which I left open. Cool stuff. So it's been a while since I did a knife video, and new knife, new Tanto blade, and a new katana. And these are probably the most deadly weapons as far as blades go in my collection. So that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, give me a thumbs up if you like my blades, and let me know what else I should get in the near future. And maybe I'll do a review. It'll probably be a month or two before I do another one. But let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Take it easy.